Hi guys, it's Kara. Welcome to the show, The Bag Holder, as well as the Today's Living. We are going to do a great recipe that is a quick fix whenever you have company on the fly or during the holidays, something light that's still absolutely tasty and everybody will rave about. It's called corn and black bean salsa. Now let me give you a tip. I'm going to give you the recipe for the corn and black bean salsa, but if you want to turn this recipe into a burrito recipe, add 2 cups of chicken, diced chicken, pre-cooked obviously, or turkey, great leftover turkey recipe, and get some soft shell tortillas, a little sour cream, and a little cheese, and you've got a second meal that is fantastic with anything that's left over. So here we go. We're going to do 1 can of corn, drained, of course. Throw that in your bag holder. We're making this all in the bag. You know that I do everything because the beauty of this is I'm going to make it in the bag, seal it in the bag, store it in the bag, and I can actually serve it out of the bag. If I was camping, this is great. I can open it up and serve it. 1 can of black beans. This is drained. So we've got that. We've got 1 can of diced tomatoes. Again, cooking is not complicated. You don't need 1,000 different ingredients to make a great meal. We're going to do a 1/2 cup of Italian dressing. You can use wishbone, you can use any flavor. You want it robust, you can use light. It does not affect it whatsoever. But you do want a 1/2 cup. Shake it up first so you make sure that you get all their great seasonings inside there. We're going to do a 1/2 cup of peppers and onions. Now let me tell you, you know my big tip, and it's my must-have staple, is I have frozen peppers and onions always in my fridge, no matter what. 1, so I can sneak in on the fly with my husband when my husband's not around, and 2, because it makes my life easier. Now if you're using fresh, you're going to do a 1/4 cup of green pepper and a 1/4 cup of diced onions. I'm doing a 1/2 cup because this is combo. And again, it's simple, and nothing ever goes to waste when I use it in the fridge. Or when I keep it in the freezer, sorry about that. Perfect. Now we're going to do a tablespoon. I always open it over whatever bowl or bag I'm using so that I don't make a mess. See if we can shake this up in here. I may need a knife. This is probably your first clue to say it's about time to get another one. You know, spices are only good for about 6 months and they start to lose their flavor. And they're not bad and they're not going to kill you or poison you, but they just start to lose their effectiveness. There we go. Tablespoon of chili powder. If you want, you can use a 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro. I don't have it. I'm not using it, but you certainly can. You can also use, I'm using a lime. You can use a lemon, but you want to use the juices of a whole lime. Now remember, if you do these, if you squeeze these before you use them, if you get them room temperature, it is much easier to squeeze and get out all the juice possible. Now this is going to be about a tablespoon right in here if you're using fresh. Now if you're using the pre-made that stays in the fridge, the little ones that look like lemons or limes, then you want to use about 1.5 teaspoons. This is about a tablespoon. Perfect. Guess what we're going to do now? I'm going to take it right out of the holder, seal it up, take out the air. You know, if you take out the air, it's easier to mix. Well, really, it's the best way to mix because you can do it in flash, in the blink of an eye. Okay, it's sealed. Let's mix this up. And we're going to add this in a bowl. Let me go grab a bowl. Okay. This is how fast it is. So I mixed it, I grabbed my bowl, it's been less than 30 seconds. Seriously. I'm going to pour this right in here. Look how beautiful. This is a lot. It makes a ton. I've got a little bit stored left over. Now I can seal this and I can store this right in the fridge. All I have to do is seal it up, fold it down, and it takes so much space, like this much space, because I can fold it like that. So here we go. We have our corn and black bean salsa. Again, you can add some cilantro if you want, because I'm making this in a flash on a spur of the moment. I don't have any fresh cilantro, but you can see how tasty this is just like that. Doesn't it look delicious? Now guys, visit us at todaysliving.net or our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/tlfamily. I'm actually going to take a nibble, make sure it tastes okay. Perfect. It's really good if you give it about 30 minutes in the fridge so it can seep in all its flavors. Guys, thanks so much. See you soon.